Chapter 91. Concerning the sunrise and morning phenomena. But now continue to pay attention. The sun is just rising its disk, or rather its western half globe, over the horizon. What do you notice? Say the Essenes. Not much, apart from the bright area rising surprisingly fast from the bright depth. The luminous fish play has now suddenly vanished, whilst the cloudlets are thinning out and also disappearing one by one. And now the entire disk or ball is poised above the horizon, and a fairly cold breeze is blowing from the morning, east. But that is all we note. Say I. Cast a glance also down to the earth's plains and valleys, and say what you see. The two Essenes look at the earth's depths, saying, We see the valleys filled with bright, grey fogs, whilst the sea surface also is covered with greyish mist. The fog is lifting from the valleys, covering the foothills. Is this too going to have some spiritual significance, perhaps? Say I. Quite certainly, for nothing, and without spiritual stimulation, nothing happens on earth. But we want to see what meaning this has. The sun corresponds fully with the being of God. The earth with its valleys, flat areas, hills, mountains, rivers, lakes, and sea areas fully corresponds with outer man. The fog which rises between sun and earth corresponds with the manifold empty and petty worries of man, through which the light of the sun can only sparely penetrate. And the fog rises upwards and even covers the mountains. The hills and mountains correspond with the better comprehension of man on this earth. This better comprehension is likewise clouded by the petty and trifling worries of the half-blind people. Therefore, morning winds are coming and drive the fog from the mountains and fields, so that they cannot be destroyed, and the mountains and fields be freely illuminated and warmed by the sun, so that their fruit of life can become ripe. I think that you are able to understand this correspondence? Say the two Essenes. Yes, Lord, this is as clear as yonder sun. Ah, what a glory in this great, holiest doctrine! Oh, how much men are unaware of that they ought to know the way they know that they live. Lord, this doctrine of the true Sabbath rest just given us shall be our task to introduce to mankind. This surpasses everything said so far and taught by you, for we see in what preceded it only a preparation for the easier keeping of this holiest doctrine. Verily, all the heavens had to open for returning to men this holiest doctrine of all doctrines. But now quite a different question arises concerning us. How can we properly thank you, O Lord, for this purely superlative, heavenly doctrine? In the depths of our hearts we feel unworthy of it. Only your grace and love could give it to us. O Lord, do command us on how we should laud and praise you for it. Say I, placing my hands on both Essenes' shoulders, My dear friends, act accordingly, and you shall give me no lesser joy than I now gave you. And your reward shall not be inconsiderable if you spurn mankind unto it.